next featured poet for tonight is Sarah Hackley. She's the author of the following: Preparing to Fly, Financial Freedom from Domestic Abuse, Finding Happiness with Migraines, a Do-It-Yourself Guide, and the Amazon Women's Poetry bestseller, The Things We Lose. An editor, ghostwriter, and writing coach, Sarah was also a regular contributor to Migraine.com and was a featured writer in the women's studies bestseller, Women Will Save the World. Due to an affinity for spicy food, extreme temperatures, and locally produced wine, she lives in the Texas Hill Country. Her favorite flavor of ice cream is here tonight, and that is mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, sorry, most of my stuff's not particularly happy either. I'm working on it though. And my new collection will be, but it's not ready yet, so. Okay. The Ivory Garden. Without replanting, Alpi withers, retreats. Breathing corseted air, she folds into herself. Bonsai stalks meant for climbing grow crippled. Locked in a 5x5 square, stressed by stony soil, she forgets. Wide roots beget wings. The sky has never been so large, so far away. Leaving a lover for Sylvia Plath. It was when he called to an inflexible perversion that I knew we were done. See, darling, though you are dead, no one else heals me quite like you. No matter we never met in this life. Intimacy is more than heads close gossip over cocktails and coffee. It is shared truths and reverence, and books, with their crisp, fragile pages and whispered confidences, outdo all. You understand. Some things are worth dying for. The perfect rendering of the perfect moment in prose. The perfect moment with the perfect man in love. Perhaps what we really have in common lies in that frantic search for perfection, be it in kiss, ink, or stove. Perhaps what we've both known is the sorrow in the sun's last rays as they rest on nothing, the emptiness of the chair not sat. He couldn't understand. Men don't lust for ovens. So I did what any air-starved woman would do. I left him and kept you. Gravestones have never depressed me. First impressions. Your hands are horses prancing along the hills and valleys of my spine, each fingertip a hoof, tapping a melody in praise of open spaces, unrestrained flight. The power there, though contained, astounds me. Your muscles, sleek and strong, pull intense. They want to gallop, to fly through the peaks and hills of my body at top speed, no casual sauntering. No use for sunsets, sunrises, or meadows of wildflowers. You care only about the sound of each hoof striking hard against the soft ground as it yields beneath you. This is a part of you I do not know yet, this need to set the pace, to tread harshly across all you come to see and touch. It is a part you will keep hidden until I have come to need the feel of your fingers pressed into my flesh, until we have become melded together as saddle to horse, horse to lamb. All right, I'm gonna use that up a little bit. The essence of desire. I had thought it sticky, desire. A hot, viscous thing that coats the fingers and weighs heavy the tongue, like syrup or jam. A sugary mess that smears and smudges and must be cut out when it touches hair or heart. I was wrong. It is not sticky desire, it is shy, hydrophobic like oil, greasy and smooth. Its wrappings are warm and spread evenly, its lubrication easing all but the roughest of frictions. We bathe in it, desire. We wallow, slather it on as salt, butter ourselves with it slick. We want it durable, resistant, and it is water, will not wash it or remove it. Tears and sweat, lovers' secretions, the thin fluids of mammals cannot destroy it. It is long-lasting desire, and we are thankful for this, the excessiveness of its nature. Return to sender. It isn't that I don't appreciate your gift, that pulsing, beating heart wrapped in bandages and lace. I do. But in certain lights, its red sheen appears black, and I swear I see it growing, and the hand that goes with it, that outstretched, reaching hand on my shoulder lies, have you noticed, heavy, more burden than comfort. I think it wants something, that heart, more than love, a way to remain tethered. I cannot stand a leash. The trick to falling. If it is the vulnerability of landing we fear, I could think of less hospitable places to drop than in the palm of your hand. No illusion of stability, hands shake from want of courage, sustenance. Trembles subtle but constant make a surface too unsteady for delicate things. Still, falling, we must arrive somewhere. Your hand lies open, poised for the catch. As soon as called, as all of us in Texas know that sound. The sound of a Corona with lime swirling against glass edges of a long neck bottle, taking space, forcing movement, until even the carbon dioxide has to escape, releasing itself, the way the pain you choose not to face refuses to. A dance with postpartum depression. I left you there, tear-stained and heaving, fat cherub thumb and pursed, pouting mouth. Just turned my back and walked, glibly, with relief, down the hall, out the door, across the street. Your crescendo cries of fury slamming shut any door to hesitation. That is how I imagine it, at any rate. In truth, your tiny body laid asleep, quietly composed, curled in on itself. Thumb in mouth, yes. Cheeks in tears, yes, but those cries, those god-awful cries had finally ceased. Still, I left. I did do that, and you, curled and sleeping, ironically helpless as only a 2-year-old can be, you stayed, though my feet, when they crossed the white flaking threshold of our partitioned mansion, slid uneasily from inner to outer, saint to sinner. Embroidery, yes, but bear with me here. I left, you stayed. That part is true. My feet shy or restless, my heart fearful or free, my stomach churning with disgust at the restless feet and free heart, or calm and settled once in 30 months, my stomach went too. All of me, skin, bone, guts, womb, tangled, racing mind, all the parts of me walked, as one, down the hall, out the door, across the street. All of me, that is, except you. You stayed. That has already been established. There was, as I remember it, no destination in mind except out, no plan in mind besides gone, those words a need as primal and unstoppable as birth, and when they came, they arrived as painfully. Later, minutes likely, though it felt like hours, the time it took to drink enough to return myself to you. Later, there was no mistaking edge for timidity, no confusing noise with balance. Something had come unhinged. The road I could see was a long way back, even after my feet crept once more across the threshold, even after my body once more held yours. The road was a long way back. what life is. Maybe life is a glass of milk warmed at midnight by someone who loves you, by someone you love. The smell of fresh biscuits and hot coffee, a slice of sugar-dusted apple pie. Maybe life is home-cooked contentment. Or maybe life is a 2-second turn on the slide, touching first sky, then ground, the open-faced glee of youth beaming for the briefest moment, while above a sibling or friend waits, poorly, for his turn. Maybe life is that kind of compromise. Or maybe life is something else altogether, something dangerous and shifting, something wet and sticky, something that feels like desire, something that smells like want. This is my last one. Sequels and shadows. Sequels ruin the fairy tale. We imagine Scarlet with Rhett, Cinderella happy. We hang our faith on the loose hooks of kindness and tenacity. In sequels, there are only more obstacles, more trials, broken souls. Sometimes poverty defeats the heroine. Sometimes death brings nothing but fear. Unfinished stories are better. They float and drift, transform into songs, bringing glitter to shadow, hope to light.